Hey golf fans, this is early 1981 and welcome back to round 2 of the Masters 2019. We did have a fantastic first round and blew the AI field away, albeit on very difficult settings. Very disappointed with the standard of the AI. Just to prove to you there, we are playing on very hard. But very disappointed with the competitiveness levels of the AI, especially on very hard. So let's get into round 2 here, guys. We are on pin set number 2. But why, what a first day at the Masters. It truly was a fantastic day. I don't think I've ever seen a first day like that ever before. The current top 10 are as follows. You've got Koepka and DeChambeau joint leaders at 6 under. Mickelson, I never expected him to be there or thereabouts at 5 under. Dustin Johnson and Ian Poulter at 4 under. Then back at 3 under, you've got Harding, Ram, Scott, Kisner, and Appy Barnrat. And my main man, Tiger Woods, Ricky Fowler, and Jason Day are all tied 11th at 2 under. Tiger had a really good, solid first 16 holes, really. In that tee shot on 17th, set him up for a bogey. But he did recover from some great shots. I mean, that shot on the 14th, once again his tee shot went hard left, and what a recovery shot from in amongst the trees, and he picked up a birdie. Just wow, that was the real Tiger we know and love. So 132 yards here, pitch and wedge. Just try to land this to the left hand side of the pin. This looks good if it sits. Is it going to bite? Quite receptive there, actually, the green. Nowhere near as receptive as the real greens at Augusta. This game just doesn't really seem to accept wedges the way it should. They should sit down and you should generate a lot of backspin. But we do pick up another birdie on the first hole, guys. And we are continuing where we left off, blowing the AI away. There is Brooks Koepka at level par through 7 holes today. But it does feel like a bit of an anticlimax when the AI cannot challenge you in very hard settings. If they don't step up the game today, guys, I'll have to consider. There's my swing, I don't know, just it feels like it's deteriorating slightly with his technique. I'm not as consistent with it. But yeah, I was saying if the AI doesn't step up this round, I am going to have to consider turning some of the aids off. I don't think I would fancy turning the green grids off, but we could put the wind and the lie grid, which I think the lie grid would make it really tough in this course, because you are playing off a lot of slopes consistently. But I really enjoyed the first day at the Masters. I can't ever recall seeing a first day like that. It was absolutely fantastic. At one point we had 9 joint leaders. But Koepka and co-leader Bryson DeChambeau posted the most birdies of anyone. They shot 9 birdies during the opening round, including 6 on his last 7 holes. Phil Mickelson was second in that category with 7 birdies. So just a little flop shot at the bunker here. Too much chitter chatter. Executed that well. It should run out fairly well for me. And that is a great touch from the bunker there, using the slope and the contours of the green. But Brooks Koepka posted the only bogey-free round of the day. And it was just his second round in the 60s at Augusta National. There is another birdie, so we do pick up back-to-back birdies and move to 2 under par. D. Morris is 1 under par, the Englishman. 3 over for the round, for the 2 rounds, sorry, into the second round. Hole 3. This is always normally a drive on a pitch, or a drive on a flop, or a drive on a chip shot. But there's my swing there. I think I'm going to have to go and do a lot of work on my swing, guys. I am thinking about changing my technique because it's weird. I don't know if it's my memory. I pick up the controller at times and like I've actually forgot what to do. Rory was in contention for a little while. He had a really up and down round. Just the 17th and 18th kind of put him out of contention currently. Be interesting to see what he can do today. That's a better shot. Oh, I've played that well. I really have played that well. But Rory actually topped the field for driving distance in day one with an average of 324 yards, while Peyton Kaziri led the driving accuracy stats with 14 out of 14 fairways hit. I mean, at Augusta, that truly is fantastic. And there is our third consecutive birdie off the day, guys. We are really cutting this up, and we do move to 3 under par for today and 13 under on total for the 2 rounds. I have never played pin set 2, 3 or 4 on this course before, so this is all new to me. I decided not to change my 2-iron out. This is the only hole that I have struggled club-wise so far. But it looks today with the current pin position we should be able to reach the green with a good shot. There's a far better strike now. This should just run up towards the pin nicely actually. I think we've played this perfect. Come on, has it got the legs to get up there? Really, really happy with that. It's going to leave me an uphill putt. It is a birdie opportunity. At least we are on the dance floor. Is that going to turn? Is it going to turn? Oh, we are on fire, guys. That's 4 consecutive birdies, 4 back-to-back birdies, and we are 4 under through 4 holes here. We really are putting on a golfing masterclass here at Magnolia National. Hole number 5, toughest hole on the course. I did notice yesterday that there was a few different pin locations slightly than what you normally see, which was very interesting. But DeChambeau also shared the lead in the putting stats with Kaziri, Kevin Kisner and Jason Harden all averaging 1.39 putts per hole, which is very impressive round Augusta. Because as you can see from the green grids here and the difficulty of the greens here, the greens are absolutely brutal. That's going to go right. The wind is bringing that back for me. Has it got legs to get up this slope? What a shot that is, guys. What a golf shot that is. We are dialed in. We are throwing darts at some of these pins. And this should set up 5 consecutive birdies to put us to 5 under on day 2. Wow. We are on fire just now. Look at that. 5 under through 5. The rest of the field is nowhere near us. Like I say, guys, that is out with my hands. It feels like a bit of an anticlimax, but probably with the round I'm having here after the 10 under on round 1, I don't think the AI would have managed to live with that anyway. So hole 6, par 3. We did pick up an ace on here on day 1, but totally different pin position today. We are going with a 7-iron. Ah, I've pushed that right. Yeah, look how far right that's going just with that swing, guys, and I definitely feel my swing deteriorating here. I wonder if that's going to have an impact on the outcome of this round. But Ian Poulter, who had a fantastic day 1, topped the greens and regulation stats by hitting 16 out of 18 greens and currently lies 2 shots behind the leaders on 4 under par, with DJ, Koepka, Mark Leishman, Corey Connors. Why? What about him? What about him, man? And Olsen all hit 15 out of 18 greens. But Poulter seems to be improving with age. He really does. He seems to be getting a better player the older he gets. Is that going to turn? No. We do pick up our first bogey off the day, guys, after having a fantastic start. It's going to be our first bogey if we can. Just got to give this one a little care and attention. So we move back down to 4 under for the day with our first bogey of round 2 and 14 under over the 2 rounds. Hole 7, par 4, playing 453 yards. Now I'm kind of compensating at the top of my downswing there for the push right on the backswing, so very erratic at the moment on my swing, and I am going to have to consider just slightly changing things. Not a great place here to be experimenting with your swing around this course, but just applying a touch of fade here, try to come over this right hand side bunker, and I've pushed it right again. That is just going to go way right, and that is probably going to be plugged, and that could well be another nasty shot I've left myself in here. I reckon we've got enough loft with a lob wedge just to chip this out. 66 to 74. Just looking to hit the fringe of the green here and let it release out. That's a great shot. Really, really happy with that, to be honest. Let's see if I can walk away with a par here. Little 3-footer. And we are going to remain at 4 under par. But the par 4 18th proved the hardest hole of day one, averaging a score of 4.356 thanks to 4, yeah, you heard it, 4 double bogeys. Like I say, there was just a few slight pin position changes that I personally had noted. It's a bit of a better swing. That should just kick hard right here for me and set up a nice approach shot if we can reach. I really need to take advantage of the par 5s here at Augusta. So, 7 mile per hour wind. Just going to apply a touch of draw here because the wind on the slope is going to take me to the right. This should kick on nicely for me. Hopefully, oh, that kick really took the power and pace out of the ball, so we're going to have a lot of work to do here for the eagle. 62 feet up 1 foot. But I was really impressed with Tiger yesterday. He certainly looks like a man who's capable of winning this event, and he is my tip to win it. I did have 3 tips. My other 2 tips are way off it. Jordan Spieth and Charles Schwartz. What a putt this is for eagle, by the way. Absolutely delighted with that, and that should leave me a little 4 to 5 foot putt for birdie. Just giving this some care and attention here, guys. This one's going to swing quite hard to the left. Get in. Yes, and we do pick up that bogey. And we move back to 5 under for the round and 15 under for the duration of the 2 rounds currently. But yeah, Charles Schwartzer and Jordan Spieth really struggled, both at 5 over. Nothing happened for them at all. Really disappointed with Jordan. I mean, he had probably the best round of the season so far. Previous week. And Charles Schwartzer, who's normally just got such a solid golf game, especially for Augusta. I don't know. I never really, the coverage didn't seem to show any of his shots that I was watching. But yeah, what about Tiger, guys? He carded an opening 2 under par 70. In each of his past 4 Masters victories, he has opened with the same score. So is that an omen? I really hope so. I'd love to see the man walk away with his 5th green jacket. Say what you like about him. He has been through a lot the past 5-6 years. And that's a great strike. That's a clean strike. This should kick hard right for me and come back off the slope. Is it going to come back? Come on. Come on. Ah, it's not coming back anywhere near like I expected. This is going to be a tough downhill putt. I really expected it to generate a bit of pace coming off that slope, but as you can see, we did really miss the highest peak of it. Is that going to hold its line? Ah, it's another great putt. And we do move to 6 under par for the first time today. 16 under for the 2 rounds. Brooks Koepka try to make moves on me. He has dropped a good few pounds, but I was hearing yesterday it was due to a photo shoot that he was asked to take part in. A topless photo shoot. Says he wanted to look good for it. And that's why he has dropped a good few pounds. But Phil Mickelson is one shot behind the leaders thanks to a 5 under 67 during day one. If he wins this week, he would become the oldest major winner in history at the age of 48. And the stat that I find the most interesting here, guys, let me just focus on this. Into this wind. This club's perfect. I think that's going to be a wee bit left of the flag here. Is it going to sit though? Is this going to hold? No, it's going to trickle off the green. This could go all the way down the slope. Bye bye ball. That is how brutal the greens are at Augusta here. Yeah, the last 13 Master winners were inside the top 10 after the first round, and that number is 77% of all time winners have came from the top 10 in round 1. So there you go, guys. There's the round 1 stats. That's not staying up. Ah, wow, Lee. That is going to come all the way back to my feet. Watch this. Disappointing effort there. Really disappointed with that. So just de-lofting it this time. Just learning from that mistake. And that should just bounce forward and release. Oh, Lee. Still wasn't enough. Just opting to putt this. And I'm just seeing signs of my game deteriorating here, guys. It's going to be interesting for rounds 3 and 4. Wow. Going to post a triple bogey here. So it was a double bogey. Do apologise and move back down to 4 under. All our hard work. Frustrating when that happens when you've had a solid round and all your hard work goes down in flames. Well, for one hole. But that's what Augusta can do to you guys. Or, more importantly, there we go, Lee. That's my swing. But like I say, guys, I don't know what it is. At times I'm just picking up the controller and I'm actually forgetting what I've done the previous round if I've played well. And I'm like changing my grip in the controller. I just can't seem to get any consistency. This is a brave shot to take on if you're not swinging well. Just clubbing down to the 6 iron. And we're going to draw this towards the water. This is a brave shot. See if we can get this close to the pin. Pushed it slightly right, but the draw's counteracting it. Don't think that's going to have the legs. Don't think that's going to have the legs. Stay up. Wow. Wow. And I tell you what, that slight push right actually helped me out there. Just applied a touch too much draw. Once again, a bit short with my chip shot there, but these greens are brutal, guys, to really get the feel with. One wrong move. Good solid par though. But yeah, I was absolutely delighted with Corey Connors, the Canadian. What a first round he had there. Just so many scores that baffled me. So, Golden Belt. Once again, it's another tough pin location. The wind has really dropped for me here. I've really got to take advantage of this. Just fully lofting this up. Need to get a clean strike here. Wind's just fluctuating every time I line up. That's going to go right. Knew it. Just that slight push to the right. I really can't figure out what I'm doing wrong, to be honest, and that's half the battle. Yardage was absolutely fantastic there too, so we do have a 20-foot putt. Yardage was bang on. I've just put that 20 foot to the right of the flag. But like I say, guys, my 3 tips were Charles Schwartzer. But wow, I mean, I really can't figure out what happened to the South African yesterday. He really struggled with a 5 over, as did Jordan Spieth. They were my 2 outside tips. But my main man, Tiger Woods, disappointed with the bogey on the 17th. But he is in prime position, and I'm really looking forward to what he throws up today. I really am. Hole 13, short par 5. There we go, Lee. Boom, look at that swing, guys. So that's what I just need to remember what I've done. That is laser beam straight. But I am just struggling to repeat that. My swing is nowhere near as consistent as it has been. Tough second shot into this green though. Slope's going to take me hard left. The wind is slightly going to bring me back, but I'm going to try and use the slope to the left here and feed this down to the green. So I want to land this left of the flag to catch that slope. Just de-lofted this. It's a better strike. Oh, I think the slope's going to... Is it going to take me back if we find the slope? We should have. Come on, ball. Get down. Get down. That is some golf shot, that, guys. And that's what you call being creative. Using the contours and bits of the course. Wow, that ball sat on a 6-inch slope. That certainly wouldn't happen in real life. That ball would have filtered down, but I've got to be careful here. I just need to touch this. It's not turning. That is not turning. I thought of that weight. That break would have slightly exaggerated. So we do have a 7-foot putt for the birdie to get back to 5 under par, and we do manage that despite a really poor putt line there. I did think that was going to miss to the right hand side there. So there's no one making a move at all on the leaderboard. I do have the top 200 players in the world, guys, in the AI system. But it's a big field here. Wind has really died down. That's a far better strike there. That's going to be prime location over on the right hand side of the fairway after this kick over. But I just love this course, and I'm really enjoying playing this as much as I am watching the actual Masters. And I can't thank all you subscribers enough, guys, who are taking their time out of their day to watch my content. $125 yards, slightly uphill. This club's perfect. There we go. Striking the ball better now. This should be perfect. This should be perfect. Just that firm bounce. Just that firm bounce that you're getting. It's going to be a tricky putt, this one. But the fairways were so soft yesterday. There was hardly any rollout in the fairways just due to the thunderstorms that they had the previous day's turn. What a putt that is. We didn't get to see that in all its glory, but a fantastic putt there. We do move back to 6 under par and 16 under in total for the 2 rounds. Hole 15. Everyone seemed to be shooting over the green here yesterday, just with a downhill wind. Tiger failed to birdie this one after a fantastic tee shot, and he just boomed the second shot way over the green, and it's something you don't want to do in this hole. The shot back is so tough. You actually done well to walk away with par, so I'm going to have to club down. That wind is not really in my favour. Just going to loft up this 5 hybrid, try and hang it up there and just hold this green, but slope's going to take us to the left. That's a better strike. I've gotten a flyer. Is it going to... This is fantastic. This is fantastic. Sit. Sit. Wow. I thought I played a genius golf shot there. And as you can see, it's just trickled off into the fairway. Really unlucky there. We are going to opt to putt this. Some of the putts, what about Bernard Langer's putt? I think it was in the 18th. That man's 61 and I think he's unbeaten on the Seniors Tour. What a putt he played. I think Ricky Fowler played a similar putt. I've left that really short. But Bernard Langer drained. It's probably something like a 60-foot putt from the fairway. It might even be in the light rough. If you've not seen it, go and check it out. We do pick up the birdie there. But so much respect for that man at 61. We moved to 7 under par. We have had a solid 2 rounds here. I guess the guy's blowing the field away. Like I did say at day 1, I was trying to emulate Tiger's 12-shot winning margin in 1997. I am going to try and make things more difficult in round 2. Like I say, we will turn off the wind and the lie grid. I think the lie grid being turned off here will be so tough. I'm not a good enough player to play with the green grids off at Augusta. It wouldn't be an enjoyable experience for me, and I don't think you guys would enjoy my cursing. I've pushed that right again. I have pushed that hard right. It's going to be in the bunker now. Yeah. I was just trying to come over the left-hand side of the bunker. Just not happy with it. The consistency of my swing. I can just feel that. I'm just forgetting what I'm meant to be doing at times. That's a nice chip shot. That is a nice chip shot. Have we... Oh, it's just going to come up short. That was a great touch though. A great touch for a big man. And we do pick up the par. But I hope you guys are enjoying round 2. And you do go on to enjoy the Friday proceedings later on today. But like I say, thank you very much for taking the time to watch my content. It's highly appreciated. Solid tee shot. This will kick slightly back to the right hand side and hopefully set up a nice angle to go and attack this difficult pin location on 17. I am really rooting for Tiger, guys. Every year he fails to win the Masters, and another year it's slipping away. Probably my best strike of the round. Look at that, I've left it to hole 17. Oh, this should be all over this. This should be all over this. Oh, that's came up a little bit short, but it is a severe uphill slope there. I have never played this course on pin set 2, 3 or 4. It is a 1 foot uphill putt I've left myself here. If that holds its... Oh, it's just turned off at the end. I thought I'd managed to drain that. It's going to be a solid par though. So let's move on to the final hole of round 2 here. And like I said in the stats, this is a hole that played the hardest in round 1. Kyle Stanley's back up there, guys. He was favourite from the AI going on previous events to go and do something here at the Masters. But I've just been playing too well for the 8. There's a push right again. That's probably going to be in the rough. No, just enough fairway to work with there. That's going to slide over to the left hand side. Players really struggled in this hole yesterday. 4 double bogeys. Uphill. The wind's picked up again. 10 mile per hour wind. So I'm happy with the club. Just looking at the contours of the green, it is going to kick hard left. Just try to find the right hand side of the flag here. I like the look of this. I like the look of this. It should come back off this slope slightly. Come on. Come on. No. It's stuck there. Once again, a 4-inch down slope. You would really expect the ball to come back a bit. This is a nasty putt, by the way, guys. I just want to give this a little touch. Is it turning for me? Is it? Oh, wow. It burned the left edge. It burned the left edge. That means we are going to finish with a 7 under, guys. So 10 under. 7 under. We really have blown the field away. Like I say, very disappointed with the AI and very hard difficulty. Campillo, Kai Young-hoon, Kyle Stanley, Paul Casey, who's really struggled as well yesterday. 5 over, I think that's what he was in round 1. That is it for round 2 here, guys, of the Virtual Masters. Hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, hit subscribe. And I will see you for round 3 tomorrow. Until then, take care, peace out, and love you all. Bye.